Hello, it's 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition for tonight headlines. So we have the National Navy hosts the closing ceremony of the 11th sessions of Cutlass Express 2021. For the national scene, Japan commemorates the nuclear hell of little boy 7 years of Hiroshima. Welcome to our newsroom. On Thursday, 5 August 2021, the headquarters of the Djibouti Navy hosted the closing ceremony of the 2021 edition of the Cutlass Express exercise. This annual exercise, led by the U.S. Army Command in Africa, AFRICOM, which takes place simultaneously in Djibouti, Kenya, and Seychelles, bring together naval forces and Coast Guard from country and in the region is an international partners. It aims to strengthen the means of cooperation and collaboration in the fight against piracy, maritime terrorism, as well as all illegal activity threatening maritime safety and security in the Indian Ocean, the Gulf of Aden, and the Bab el-Mandeb Straits. The ceremony took place in the presence of Colonel Wais Omar Boghorre, commander of the Djibouti Coast Guard, Colonel Ahmed Jama Daher, commander of the Djibouti Navy, and Commander Andre Pitt, exercise planners of the Cutlass Express 21, as well as officers and non-commissioned officers of the Djibouti Coast Guard and Navy.
The purpose of Cutlass Express 21, well, first, thank you to the Djibouti Navy, Captain Jama and Colonel Wais in the Djibouti Coast Guard for hosting Cutlass Express 21 here in Djibouti this year. The purpose of this exercise was to promote national and regional security in East Africa and increase interoperability between U.S., African, and multinational partners. This year in Djibouti alone, we had participation from U.S. Naval Forces Africa, United States AFRICOM, the Djibouti Navy, the Djibouti Coast Guard, Somali Coast Guard, UCAP, United States Navy, United States Coast Guard, the United Nations Office of Drug and Crime, the Comoros Navy and Coast Guard, the Kenyan Navy, and the Mozambique and Interpol.
Listen now to Colonel Wais Omar Boghorre, commander of the Djibouti Coast Guard.
To see you at the closing ceremony 2021 Cutlass Express, I would like to thank all of you to be here. Trainers, officers, sub-officers, all the participants of Cutlass Express 2021. Cutlass Express 2021, which coming to end today, was a unique opportunity to actively strengthen regional and international cooperation and collaboration for maritime security and safety, and exchange knowledge, sharing information, and improving communication and interoperability for all the countries participating in this exercise. This is a unique opportunity as well to strengthen common sense and common means of fighting against all illegal activities, criminal acts such as terrorism, piracy activities, and the other illegal activities can happen on the sea. And this is only one goal, how to make the sea safe and how to make the shipping line and all maritime domain to be safe for all around the world. The strategic position of Djibouti, Republic of Djibouti, it is more important to participate actively to enhance the maritime security and safety. That way, Djiboutian government, the Djiboutian President, Excellency Ismail Bargele, Chief of the Army, as well as the General of Staff of Djibouti Army, General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim, they gave strong efforts to enhance the maritime security and the safety in this region. The Djiboutian, be aware, my colleagues in the ceremony and my colleagues in the other region participating in this exercise, the Djibouti Coast Guard and the Djibouti National Navy, they will make all the necessary and all the efforts to coordinate, collaborate for other friend partners, which are most of the time with us in this region, to achieve the common goal, how to make the sea safe. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the United States of America through DoD, Ministry Department of Defense, the U.S. Navy, through the Command of AFRICOM, which organized more than decades this exercise, and the transferring this experience and the experts to the Coast Guard and to the Navy in East Africa. Thanks a lot for taxpayer from the U.S. Navy. I would like to take this opportunity to highlight the leadership of the Chief of Staff of Djibouti Army Forces, Lieutenant General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim, who has always paid particular attention to strengthen the operational level and the operational capacity building for the Djibouti Navy and the Djibouti Coast Guard, who gave more importance and more attention for maritime security domain. It's also appropriate to this occasion to salute all the partners countries in the region, as well as who came from geographically long distance to participate this exercise. I would like to extend our warmest thanks for tireless efforts to all those who directly and indirectly worked for the effective establishment of the new edition of exercise in this year, 2021.
Now listen to the Colonel Ahmed Jama Daher, Commander of the National Navy.
It is my great pleasure to thank you all, for all participant nations at the Djibouti Navy base this morning, an 11th edition Cutlass Express organized by U.S. Naval Forces and Africa Command with our partner country. This exercise was extremely important for all participant nations, U.S., Djibouti, Somalia, Kenya, Comor, Muscat, Seychelles, and also we have the regional communication center in the Seychelles. Thanks everyone to bring their expertise and experience during this exercise and engaging in such a fruitful, constructive, and open exchange throughout for 2 weeks in classroom and in practical parts in Djibouti base and Doral US Djibouti Navy Coast Guard Training Center. For all partners to allow each nation to maintain line of communication free and open. I would like to highlight 3 exercise areas: MOC, Maritime Operations Center, FBSS, and diving. First, MOC, discussion law of the sea, how impact international and national response, communication between nations with respect to suspicion vessel and reporting to the MOC, improving and utilizing at the sea vision to capture item interest so that vessel can be intercepted or tracked more easily. VBSS, identifying a suspected vessel from the MOG, the vessel and working through appropriate use force when coming alongside the boarding. Securing vessel and personnel safety and completing vessel inspection and safety during the evidence gathering and detaining crew member when it's necessary. Diving, establishing an action plan and safety response to all levels of that threat near to the sidebar. To support vessel inspection, bear inspection for dangerous material and ensure safety of vessel and its crew.
The annual Ports, Transport and Logistics Conference and Exhibition Intermodal Africa closed yesterday at afternoon in Kempinski. 13 world-class speakers on transport and logistics addressing current issues and challenges in global regional trade and investment debated for 2 days. This forum, a real laboratory of ideas and maritime perspectives, participate in the reflection of tomorrow with global and national experts. The central question was the ways and means for African countries to be able to take part in this manner of container for the benefit of African. Other topics of discussions were also addressed at the panel discussions, notably the competitiveness and the security of goods in African ports, which should lead to approach appropriate to the challenge facing African ports. A graduation ceremony for young people took place Thursday, 5 August at Al-Rahma complex funded by the presidency. The ceremony took place in the presence of the president's technical advisor, Mr. Ali Mohammed Dato, as well as various officials from Balbala. The training, which lasted 6 months, took place in the Al-Rahma complex and covered various fields such as computer sciences, electricity. Several diplomas were awarded to the young people at the end of the training. The ceremony ended with the traditional family photo between the leaders and the young people. In search of warmer climes, many Djiboutians pack their bags for neighboring countries every year during the summer. But there are also those who decided to stay for one reason or another, for the latter to be the heat. Public beaches have always been one of the best solutions. In fact, the socio-economic development that our country has experienced in recent years has led to an awakening of feasible economic projects like the new types of beaches that were created a few years ago. These are the so-called private or paying beach of the coastal areas of Duda in the region of Arta. Hot seasons or not, these private beaches are taken by storm by local and foreign visitors. It has become more like a leisure center or a hotel complex without a hotel. Brand new campsite with bungalows erected where many civilized young people came to spend a holiday together on a long white sandy beach located at few blocks from the National Road 2 linking Djibouti city to the border locality of Loata in the district of Arta. These beaches with the tourists camp nowadays always also attract many visitors and tourists from elsewhere here at the eco-tourist camp of Duda for a day at the edge of the Red Sea. One rents of a deck chairs and a bungalow on a private beach and enjoys an idyllic sitting. Each of these beaches has a particular atmosphere, and everyone chooses the shores they want to try, whether alone, as a family, as a couple. It is often people with the car transport who provide the many contingent of batteries and users who invite these paid Duda shores. For the international scene, at least 26 Chadian soldiers were killed and several wounded on Wednesday in a Boko Haram attack in the Lake Chad region near the borders with Cameroon, which is plagued by numerous jihadist incursions. 26 elements of the Chadian army fell on the file of honor. 14 others were wounded, including 8 seriously. Several terrorists have been neutralized and swept in continuing. Army spokesman General Azem Bonanda, a first report by the authorities stated that 24 soldiers were killed. The death of the soldiers reminded us of the security challenges we are still facing in part of our borders. The heavy price we are paying in this asymmetric war is bitter, but it will not be in vain. We will make the terrorists Hydra capitulate, reacted Mohammed Idris Deby, president of the Transitional Military Council, since the death of his father, Idris Deby Itno, in April 2021 during fighting against rebels. Turkey has avoided disastrous. Firefighters have brought the fire around the Mughla thermal powers plant under control. The government is pleased we are in better shape today than yesterday. We have prevented the fire from spreading further thanks to the works of our allies and the air and ground intervention. Mevlut, foreign ministers, Turkish foreign ministers, but the experts say unpredictable winds could again endanger the plants, which stores thousands of tons of coal, and other fires are still raging in several parts of the regions and have already killed 8 people. Many towns have been evacuated, including the tourist resorts of Bodrum and Antalya. The country is suffering the worst forest fires in decades. The Turkish government has been criticized for its insufficient response to the fires. The authorities have been slow to accept international aid. On the 76th anniversary of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima, the mayor of the Japanese martyr city, Kazumi Matsui, said the tragedy had taught humanity that threatening others in self-defense does not benefit anyone. As in 2020, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the general public was excluded from the commemorations. The ceremony were attended by a few survivors and a handful of foreign dignitaries who came to honor the memory of the victims and to call for world peace. Participants observed with a minute's silence at 8:45 a.m., the exact times of 6 August in 1945, when an American B-29 dropped a uranium atomic bomb on the city, nicknamed Little Boy. The bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki on 6 and 9 August in 1945 killed 214,000 people. On 15 August in 1945, the surrender of Japan ended the Second World War. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.